Yeah, this space here between that building and that other building, you were able to see the two towers. So that's this empty space there. That's where the towers used to be.
It's still painful for Juana Lomi to look up and think of the people who died in those towers. She was the first paramedic to arrive at the World Trade Center and remembers feeling helpless as she saw people jumping out of the fire and smoke.
I see, a few people just fell out. And this is sort of, it's very uncomfortable for me because that stays with me all the time. I'm there and I can't do a thing for those people. So I kept not wanting to look, but just, oh my God, trying to say, what am I going to do? What am I going to do?
What she did was get to work and help those who made it out. She was leading a group of people away from the second tower when it collapsed. In just seconds, they were surrounded by a thick cloud of smoke and they tumbled down into the subway.
I ended up being in there in the dark. The fumes so overwhelming and people screaming from every angle.
She says she calmed down the victims and led them out of the subway. She couldn't see anything, so she had to feel her way out. Then she went back to ground zero looking for her partner. What she saw was total destruction. She couldn't imagine what was happening.
We lost the front glass here, and the wheel was gone, almost gone.
When she got back to the hospital, it was overwhelming. 500 patients on the way, possibly many more.
16 copy.
She stayed at work for 3 straight days. It wasn't until after she got home and watched the news that she realized what happened. She was in the middle of a war zone and made it out alive.
That's when I went on my knees and I said, oh God, you saved me from this. There has to be something here while I'm here. So I said, oh, that's when I started, being grateful for my life and saying, my God, I was saved out of that. I was in there. With people watching, I was living.
Lomi says it was difficult coming back to work.
This is the place where I put up everything. This is the pictures of all the EMTs and the firefighters who were paramedics that died.
She says her faith keeps her going, but at times she still cries.
I just pray that every day I could come and do what I've been doing for the past 14 years. And I haven't stopped. But I do have a lot of pain inside of me.
For her work on that day, Lomi is honored in a new book called The Faces of 9/11. In this photograph, you can see the steely determination in her eyes. But even now, 1 year later, she has trouble going to ground zero. It brings back the horrible memories. September 11th changed her life. She now accepts pain as part of living, and she tries to help others cope with what they went through.
I talk to people, I share my story because I want them to have faith in tomorrow and not to be scared, not to let anything scare them because that's not the point. The point is to stand up and keep going,